I thought that's a bigger compliment for me than I think for you.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, just agree.
Yeah, I'm just going to agree. I'm less sweary than Liam, apparently.
Yeah, but it was the less sweary version of Liam. I was like, I don't think that's true. Someone then instantly replied with, it can't be the less sweary version of Liam because Peachy paints models. Thanks very much. Good after. I also bought you biscuits.
I could see you
Christmas
bought me
biscuits, by the way.
Tea. You've even got like Peachy merch.
Have you seen these? They're like Christmas biscuits already.
Already? What? Oh my God! We've not even got to Halloween yet.
I went into Morrison's.
What's wrong with this world?
I went into Morrison's and this whole box was like £5. And I was like, look at the fancy box for biscuits for you, because I know you like your tea and biscuits.
I do look. I'm gonna
and I bought you Yorkshire tea as well.
He did. He brought me Yorkshire tea.
Yeah.
Colin Paint and Adventure said finally. Yeah.
I'm sorry. So the initial plan, right, chat, by the way, good afternoon, welcome back to the channel, thank you so much for joining us. The initial plan for today was that Peachy was going to be here at about 12:30-ish, right? Latest 1 o'clock, we go live at 1:30, we do a stream, maybe a hobby one, we finish at 3 like normal, we go out for dinner. But traffic had other ideas.
Very, very much so.
Yeah.
And the sat-nav did too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went on a little adventure.
He's been on a little tour of the UK, including a burnt van.
A burnt van, saw some Apaches, saw some lovely houses that will have thatched roofs. Don't even know how I ended up there. At one point during that process, my sat-nav decided to like just not bother working. So I just had to guess where I was going. Luckily, I guessed right.
I got a panic message from him going, I don't even know where I am, I don't know where it's taking me. Cool, okay. Well, so we're here now. We're going to change the stream times, obviously. We're not finishing at 3 o'clock, that'd be silly, in 5 minutes. So what I did is I madly changed and thought we'd just do an Ask You Anything stream from the chat. Because I wanted to do this last time, but I wanted to do the saga first, so we could have that conversation without interruption. I didn't want to redo the saga yet, because I felt like that'd be too soon. So I figured we'd just get you to sit here and chat for an hour with you guys. So till 4 o'clock, you've got till 4 o'clock. Then we're going to go out for some food. And then we're going to come back, and at 7:30, we're going to go live again. And we're going to, from the start, basically learn with this man, Warcry, because he went on about it loads last time you were here.
That's great.
You're mad for Warcry, right?
I'm mad for Warcry. And new games now.
Yeah.
Since that last chat, lots of new games.
Lots of new games.
Lots of new games. Silver Bayonet, Frostgrave, Stonegrave.
The little video about the thing and the stuff.
The thing and the stuff.
Yeah, the 3-part. You know the one I'm on about.
The sharp one.
Thank you.
Yeah, the little thing and the stuff. That's what we'll go.
Yeah.
Well, I've been told to do a compilation at the end of the year of all 3 episodes and just do it as one big one. So I'm just going to call it the thing and the stuff.
Please do.
Yeah.
I don't even want the credit. In fact, I'd rather not have the credit for that one.
Daddy is in chat.
So we're gonna do. Oh fuck me, John. Thank you. We're gonna do. I'll talk about that in just a second. We'll do that. We're gonna do that this evening. So that's the plan for the day, right? So basically, when we did the saga, if you watch the saga, what we say to the Thanes is you can ask our guest any question. We'll now open that out to everybody. So if you want to stick it on a big colourful postcard, I have the iPad of power here with all of the fan funding stuff on, which we'll go into in just a moment. If I miss anything, also, he's just a voice right now.
I'm just a voice.
Not you.
Oh.
Hello. It'll be interesting tonight, Peachy. Have you ever had a co-star die live on stream with you?
Yes.
just collapse.
You ever watch Warhammer TV?
Yeah. Not just the hobby, but yeah. I'm here. I gave up my seat for you.
Yeah.
Today.
Joe normally sits where you sit, right there.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm honoured.
Yeah.
Joe, I'm sorry, Joe.
No, it's fine.
Should I be doing
if
this
I'm going
for
to give
the
up my
thumbnail?
chair for anyone.
Should I be doing that for the thumbnail?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just about, basically, this is a test to see if Joe can go an hour without coughing down a microphone. And if he can, he gets on tonight.
Yeah.
Basically.
It's like a trial.
Great.
Yeah. So that's the plan for the day. If you've got questions, you can stick them on postcards for us. Otherwise, we're going to have a chinwag anyway. We'll talk a little bit about what went on this last weekend. In the meantime, big shout out White55 who gifted 5 members at like 1:30, like when we normally start. He gifted 5 members. Thanks, man. You're a legend. John McCardle flopped his dick out and gifted 50 members. 50.
Flopped his member out and gifted 50 members.
50 members, 250 quid.
Minute.
Members in one go. John, thank you so much. Nurgle Matt, thank you so much for 5 gifted members. You're a legend. And Jill, thank you for the 10. Welcome back, Peachy. Glad to see Liam is treating you right with a proper brew. Buzzing for Warcry later.
Yes.
I'm always in two minds, you see. Because what I normally have in the kitchen is PG tips.
Oh.
And your channel is called
Peachy Tips.
Peachy Tips.
Yeah.
So I feel like really that's what you should be drinking.
I should be, but I like Yorkshire, and this is probably why Yorkshire Tea haven't got back to me for sponsorship. Because I keep asking him.
Amazing.
But like, they're probably like, it's called Peachy Tips. That sounds too close to another brand that we don't like. They're pyramids.
Well, maybe, yeah.
Fuck 'em.
Possibly. So, I mean, I say it hasn't been that long since we speak, because we speak regularly anyway. But since you were here, it's been like 3 months, 4
Something like
months?
that, yeah,
4 months.
About 4.
Was it April?
Yeah, I think it
And
was.
you literally just gone, I'm doing my channel now.
Because it was the Easter holidays, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, it was. It must be April, yeah. And at that point, because it was going to be slightly earlier, then you left the
phase.
just a phase.
Just a phase.
I died on Sunday at that, by the way. Left the just a phase, and then we went solo. How's it going? 4 months after, how's it going?
Good, really pleased. As was testament to like the patrons on Sunday and all the support I've had up to then. It was a weird jump, but it needed to be done.
Yeah.
It wasn't my first choice for 2024.
No, quite.
Leaving the previous phase, but you know, I am well pleased where the channel's going. And it's kind of evolved a bit as well, because initially I was just going to do some 40k stuff, some Necromunda stuff, some Warcry stuff. And then I just started discovering all these other games that I really like. And I've just become a bit of an all-round hobby.
The corporate shackles are off a bit, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've always had them off sort of slightly, because I've always done like Napoleonics historicals and stuff and other sci-fi games. Because at that time when I first started it in the studio, it was kind of like normal to do that. It was fine. And then some weird rule came in and people put their foot down. I don't know why, because, you know, it's toy soldiers, right?
Yeah. Well,
It's
we're all
goblins.
grown-up children.
Yeah, we're all grown-ups and we all paint little goblin men, so I don't see why there's a big hoo-ha about it, but it got kind of stamped down for a bit, and then it was kind of like almost like you have secret conversations around the water cooler about like your other hobbies, because you weren't allowed to talk about it, we seemed to talk about it. But
oh, really?
Yeah, well, I mean, I kind of get it. It's like, you know, if you work for Coca-Cola, you don't go spouting on about Pepsi.
Drinking
right?
Pepsi at your desk, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I get it to a certain degree, but at the same time, it is all one kind of hobby. And what was it, someone once said to me, like, you know, if using your candle to light another candle doesn't diminish the flame, so talking about and promoting other companies.
Well, my old business partner, the phrase that he used to use, which is one of the few positive things I've taken from it, is a phrase I've kept using, is a rising tide lifts all ships.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it does. So if the tide rises on other hobbies will get attention and it will lift, everyone lifts, logically anyway.
Yeah.
So I guess that kind of doesn't really make sense, but...
No, it does. It's the same. To me, it makes sense.
Well, it doesn't make sense, doesn't make sense to necessarily stamp it down so hard.
Yeah.
Like, I get, like, you shouldn't paint that on work time. I get that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
talking about it, yeah, okay, whatever.
Yeah, it's all the same. I mean, that's how the company started, though, wasn't it? It was like they were using other miniatures for their war games, and then eventually they started getting in-house sculptors in to start sculpting them. So,
but you do look like you've been having more fun.
I have, yeah. It's evolved. So now I talk about the hobby, I build the hobby, I paint the hobby, and then I play games with the hobby, and that hobby could take in all different shapes and sizes.
I love it.
So
I've got a thing I need to show you later,
I can see it
which
from
will
here.
which will do. We just did a photo to Louise for, right? Okay. That I'm actually going to film the build.
Oh, nice.
It's still a hobby, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it fits.
Well, I've got so much Star Wars of that. Should we say what the company is, or should we wait? Doesn't matter.
She won't watch. She doesn't watch this channel.
I've got so much Star Wars Lego that I could probably play Legion with Star Wars Lego.
That's a concept.
Yeah.
I'm here for that life.
Yeah.
Star Wars Legion with Lego.
Yeah.
That's a video, mate.
I mean, I've got
Easy.
loads of ships and vehicles and stuff, but I mean, like, I've got like 40 stormtroopers, a couple of hundred rebels, and like other random bits and bobs. So, you know, definitely do it.
We can make that work. That sounds
totally
cool.
make it work.
But yeah,
Perfect
so
units.
I'm literally like Joe pushed a while ago. He won't mind me saying, for coming away from just being 40k and for being an all-encompassing hobby channel, building, painting, playing, but not just Warhammer products or Games Workshop products.
Yeah.
And we're slowly doing it. I think for me, it's a very nervous move.
Yes.
Because it's coming away from what's been the bread and butter for the last 6-7 years, and then venturing out, and we sort of been dipping my toe in the water a little bit, and it's nerve-wracking. We were even to the extent where I feel like dipping my toe in the water for AOS is nerve-wracking, despite the fact it's the same company.
Yeah.
And the products are just as good, but because it's not 40k, it was like, I don't know, and thankfully it's gone down really well. And I'm kind of starting to lean into it now. Kyle's got some ideas to do some trading card stuff. Joe wants to cover Bolt Action. We've got Shatterpoint out back, which I've played, which is incredible.
Yeah.
I've got Lego over there. There's loads of things that I think we're going to bring in the near future. and just kind of turn into a generic men being children hobby channel instead?
Yeah, I mean, I know I've talked to other like YouTube creators and stuff like that, and they said that sometimes when you start diverting, Lackey from Zorpazorp, he primarily concentrates on like Middle Earth.
Yeah.
And scenery builds and stuff like that. And when he moved on to like 40K, the first few things he did was fine, but then all those folks that watched it for Lord of the Rings might not necessarily have been hobbyists. They might have been craftspeople that like to see craft being made, so they wouldn't watch these videos, and then it had like a bit of a downturn on his viewage and like, you know, the engagement and stuff like that. So it took ages when he then put out another Lord of the Rings video. Take ages to get that kind of momentum going again. And you know, it's a warning I've had a few times, like, oh, don't diversify so much. But I think because I've started off doing it, it's not been that much of a problem. And the biggest turnaround for me was when I did the Frostgrave video. I literally just went, you know, thumbnail, arrow, better than Warhammer, ? Obviously you're gonna get the comments going, of course it's not. So, well, yeah, watch the video, because I do actually say, you know, I'm asking the question, is it? It's pretty good though. I wouldn't say it's probably better, but it's definitely got its own merits. But yeah, that did really well. And then I realised then actually I'm not so scared of talking about other stuff.
I wonder if diversification in our industry and our channel size is kind of not that bad actually.
Yeah.
Because we're in a niche market anyway. And you know, I talk to people about Lego and about bolt action, and most people have got an eye on that sort of stuff anyway.
Yeah.
But what we try to do is, which is something I think watching your stuff is definitely comes across now comparatively with when it was Bucket Workshop, is we sell the Top Gear vibe, right? So it's about the people more than the product.
Yeah.
And I think that some of the bigger channels out there that I watch and that I follow, that's what they do. And then you watch them play anything, whether it be Napoleonics or Warhammer or Lego or whatever. So I'm glad it's going well though.
Yeah, I'm well chuffed.
That being said, before we get into the questions that have come through on Super Chats, right?
Very bold Peach.
Mr. Peachy was described in the Thanes earlier as a less sweary version of Liam. I'd like to bring your attention to a tweet.
Oh yeah. That tweet. Yeah. That person made me mad.
That person made you very mad. Mr. Peachy, if you go and find him on the Twitter, has used quite the expletive.
Yeah, I've only used that word 3 times in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It rhymes with stunt.
It does.
It does.
Yes.
Why are you? I'll mute myself. Why are you afraid to say it? I was worried that we were going to be taken off YouTube because you said it so many times in one stream.
Yeah, but that's when they legendsed all the Chaos Space Marine stuff.
I was scared to be sat next to you. I was like, I can't be associated with him.
We used it in the first. That video got very demonetized very quickly. Yeah.
I'm surprised you're being so polite about it.
It's not about being necessarily polite, but we've been getting a lot of demonetization strike. Well, not demonetization, but limited monetization recently. So
Is that because you swear a lot?
Because we swear a lot. So I spoke to my partner manager, and that particular word is, I think we need to save it for the special occasions, Joe, rather than for the everyday language.
Basically, for when GW corporates really put the knife in.
Yes. Yeah. Which that particular stream, I would do it all over again.
Yeah.
I'd use the same language.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. So, anyway.
I mean, I was worried about using the word bastard.
Bastard.
Yeah, a few times.
He did use that nasty word about an individual. To be fair, the individual deserved it, quite frankly. It's a comment on one of Louise's videos, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, she got this comment about being a tourist, and someone was just being. I just didn't like their vibe that they were throwing, so I can't remember what I said now because it was not important to me. It was important to me to defend Louise.
I know I replied to it. What the fuck? Look at that!
Did you kiss your mother with that mouth?
He's definitely my people. Anyway, so I'll give you guys some time to chuck some questions at us, and people have. Crucified Justice, thank you for the Swedish Corona. Peachy, what system do you like the most? Frostgrave or Mordheim? And what will you teach Liam?
I would say, after playing, Mordheim, right? I think the game's mechanic itself is quite dated, but I still love it. It's the build up to like building your warbands, doing like the post-battle sequence, setting up the table. It's that whole kind of the narrative side of it, the actual physical moving the things around. I don't want to say it's less enjoyable, it's just a bit clunky now because it's quite an old rule system. It's still a really good rule system.
Mordheim.
Yeah, Mordheim. Whereas I think Frostgrave's a little bit more intuitive, just a little bit more. So if someone was to put a gun to my head, I'd probably say Frostgrave, because then I could do anything. Because Frostgrave, how that works is it's not like an elf, a human, like an elf swordsman, a human swordsman, you all have different stat lines. The stat line is a profession, and then you just pick whatever race you want. So if you want a rogue, it can be whatever it's entirely up to you. It kind of simplifies it a bit, so you're not there trying to work out what your movement values are.
Frostgrave was the one on the table. For reference, Sunday was PeachCon. PeachCon?
PeachCon, yeah.
Yeah, up in Derby. I went all the way up there.
Yeah, I know.
I was only an hour late. I went all the way up there on Sunday. But I also had a road closure for
but you're on a bike, so you can filter.
I'm glad I did. I would have not been an hour late. I reckon if I wasn't on the bike on Sunday, I'd have turned around.
Yeah.
The traffic was so bad. I probably filtered for 15 minutes plus to get to the front of the queue. So I'd imagine if I'd have joined the back of that queue in the car, by the time they'd cleared it, I'd have been like, I might as well go home. There's no point. I don't want to get there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so PeachCon, you had loads of tables set up with different game systems, right? So Frostgrave was the one nearest to food.
So there was Silverbank near the food, and it was the next one down. It was one of the next ones down.
Perfect. All right.
Yeah.
There you go. Thanks for the
there was a couple of patrons who said they'll come and bring some stuff and teach people how to play, which was great.
Frostgrave or Mordheim? I've never played either.
I played both. I played Frostgrave less than Mordheim, but I think the mechanic is a bit more easy to pick up. It will take a couple more turns to get used to.
If you ever want to teach them more on these games for your content, by the way, give me a shout. I'll come up. You've come down here twice now.
Yeah.
I only came up for free tea and coffee on Sunday.
It's fine. I need a bigger room, to be fair. I mean, I'm just using my spare bedroom, which is tiny.
Yeah.
Really tiny. To the point now that stop sending me shit, people, because I've got no room for it.
What a problem to have, eh?
Like Mrs. Peach was like, have you ordered 100 mugs? I was like, yeah, I've ordered them for PeachCon. Where are we putting them? Don't know. Garage, no room. Okay, I'll find somewhere then. Under the child's bed, he can sleep on him.
Yeah, just remove the mattress, put a blanket over.
He won't know.
Bless him. Okay, thank you so much, Christopher Justice. Adrian, what's the perfect ratio of milk to tea? Why is your Discord handle the Impaler? Why not Pegster? PeachCon was wonderful.
Oh, great. So I'll go in reverse. Thank you for PeachCon. It's called the Impaler because that was my D&D name, and the only time I ever set up Discord was when I was doing like a D&D thing with some mates from workshop. So I called myself the Impaler so they knew who I was. I had like an orc's head, and then I just couldn't be asked to change it. So I should probably change it.
Just stayed the Impaler?
It just stayed the Impaler. Everyone's just like, that's the choicest name to have. I was like,
the Impaler.
Vlad the Impaler.
This is what I'm going to call you if you leave. It's what I'll do to you right now.
The Impaler. And then what was the other question?
Perfect ratio of milk to tea.
I would say it's like mostly, I probably like leave half an inch of space at the top of the mug so I could put like a drizzle of tea in it, and that usually gives me He-Man's skin tone. If you use the red milk, which is like the really skim thin stuff, it takes a little bit more, but if it's like green or blue.
Whole milk.
Yeah, whole milk, yeah. You get He-Man's skin just right.
It's skimmed nonsense. It's not milk at that point, it's just
skimmed off the top. They're
water,
just giving you watered down milk, aren't they?
Yeah, essentially. I have to have it like a real dark David Dickinson kind of colour.
Do you know what? We have to have red milk at home. Do you know why?
Why?
Because Mrs. Peach likes coffee and she's got a milk frother and it froths better in the coffee maker. So I'm like, cool. So I have to have shit milk now just because it looks better in your bloody milk frother. She's watching this.
I've got a Mrs. Peach licked tea bag.
You have, yeah. Yeah. Oh, bless Liam, he'd driven so far, and you probably had like a drink and a couple of sandwiches, maybe. Hopefully you had something to eat. And then I was like, oh, before you go, do you want another drink? As we were packing up, and you're like, yeah, cool. Turned around, she packed everything away.
Yeah, so I bought a PeachCon mug because I was like, I'm going to go support him.
Yeah.
I had my coffee in it. I put it up on the side, and then I was getting ready. I could put my bike stuff on to go, and you're like, do you want to stay for another cup of tea? I was like, I mean, he's asked. I'm not going to say no. I'm like, of course I will. So I took everything back off again, and then waited patiently, and then he turned around and was like, oh, she's packed everything away.
I know.
And then I left in such an angry huff. I left my cup behind.
I know.
So mad.
And then I rewrote on it for you.
Have you?
Yeah.
So then
he tried to grease it off with his hand grease.
Then I messaged and said, I'm so devastated, I've actually left my mug behind. And he brought it down today. There was a note in it from Mrs. Peach, said, make your own bloody tea. I've licked the tea bag with a tea bag inside. What was it? Was it Yorkshire tea? Or
Yorkshire tea. Only the best.
Thanks, Adrian. Kev, welcome back, Mr. Peachy. Favourite AOS Warcry faction and why?
Daughters of Cain, because they're rock chicks in thigh-high boots.
Yeah, and they're sexy models as well.
I don't really nice models. I've always liked the witch elf vibe anyway, and then when you had an entire faction of them and you got like snake ladies and bat ladies, and then a giant snake bat lady, it's pretty fucking cool. So,
I wanted to do Daughters of Cain just for Marathi.
Yeah.
But I have resisted the urge so far. And I told Joe that he can do them and he's very excited.
Oh, good, yeah. They are fun to paint.
I shotgunned them when you shotgunned all other elf factions.
Yes.
So I was like, that's the one I want to do. Snake ladies.
Yes. Oh, that's fine. I've got all of the other elf factions, so I'm okay with it. And then he says, what's your go-to takeaway food?
Fish and chips.
I love a good fish and
Yeah.
chips.
I mean, I like an Indian, I like a Chinese, but if it was like there was a choice between the three, always fish and chips.
Oh, see, I'd go Chinese if I had to have only one ever.
Yeah.
What are you, Joe?
Chinese.
You don't have to keep muting yourself.
I know, but I'm just in case. I might just explode into coughs. So I'm just playing it safe.
You've got 3 hours on camera later, mate. So.
I know. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. I would just think properly lubricated, and I'll be fine.
Oh, well, I'm the impaler. I can help you with that.
Yeah. It'd be a sexy game.
Thanks, Kev. Printers, thank you for the 10. Being on Jugs Marathon this bank holiday, Peachy, what would be your top 3 boutique indie games you'd recommend everyone give a go?
Well, definitely, I'm going to say Stargrave Frostgrave as one because they are the same game mechanic, right?
Yeah.
One's just sci-fi, one's just fantasy, but the game is identical. There's like a few little tweaks. So that'd be one. I quite like Rangers of Shadow Deep and Silver Bayonet. They're all by the same guy, so I should probably pick something else. Shatterpoint. It's not really an indie game, though, is it? Is it an indie game, would you say? Because it's quite a big company. No, I'll probably not go with that.
But it is good.
Oh,
it's a very good game.
Yeah, I really do like it.
We played it out in California. They'd not long been out, and I went out to Titans, and Bridger had bought the set. And him, Brian, myself, and another guy whose name escapes me right now, we went and played it in an evening in a gamer cafe out there. It was fucking great fun. Picked it up really quickly, was playing it in an evening. Really good game. Shatterpoint, love it.
Yeah, I mean, I was struggled with the rule book, weirdly. The rules are really, really weirdly written. Oh my God.
In what way? I mean, you're used to Games Workshop. In what way? Like they made sense?
There was just so much information. It was like a wall of text, and I guess maybe because of like the dyslexia I have, I just struggled to read them.
Yeah.
And then every like example, it will be as opposed to just saying like Ahsoka, it'll be Ahsoka, Jedi No More, attacks, blah blah blah, and it's just the full title all the time. It was quite wordy.
Yeah.
As rule sets go. But once I played a game and Rob took me through a game, I kind of got to grips with it a bit better. So I needed someone to physically show me the game, and then the rules all made sense in the book. Up to that point, I was just like, it's just a wall of text. So that's normally how I play as well. Normally I like, and same with computer games, I'll do like a bit of a play round, then I'll read the rules after, and that seems to like sink in a bit better.
I think for a lot of games in general, you can get lost in a rule set quite quickly.
Yeah.
If you don't do it on the tabletop, I think it's really easy to get sort of get confused and be like, hang on, what's that referring to? It's only when you start actually using the mechanic, you're like, it makes sense why that or how that works now, I guess. So interesting.
I have to chuck in one more then. It's not like Atomic Mass. I want to try Death Wizards. I've heard that's supposed to be quite good.
Okay.
And that's by Uncle Adam and Vince Ventrilla. Recently he sent me a copy through, and you basically pick. It's kind of the opposite of like I guess Frostgrave and those kind of games where you pick a type of undead leader, like a vampire, necromancer, or whatever. Have a bunch of minions, and you just have to kill good guys. Which sounds great.
It sounds incredible, yeah.
So just lots of necromantic spells. So basically just playing undead, murderfying goodies.
Sounds like something to make Joe happy. So this is a whole world we're going to get to venture into if we step away from just doing Games Workshop stuff, which I'm excited.
Have you ever played Blood and Plunder? Or Blood
I
and
want
Valor?
to, because I also want the ships, because I want to do an episode of Sharp Meets Hornblower. If no one knows what that means, that's just great 90s TV shows about the Napoleonic Wars, but
Blood
and Plunder looks really good.
It's a great system. You only need 8 D10s to play it.
Only 8 D10s?
Yeah.
Oh.
Joe did his homework for you coming as well. He watched the whole of Sharp.
He did, saying.
I did. I'm a big fan. I did message you, and I said my favourite aspect of the entire Sharp series is like woman in Europe exists, meet Sharp, immediately topless.
Yeah.
That's like it, right?
pretty much correct.
The best episode was, I can't remember which one it is, but it's Prime 1994 Liz Hurley.
Yeah. She definitely.
Yeah.
Topless.
Unveils.
Yeah.
Unveils.
Yeah.
The goods.
Also, his wife, Lady Jane, is the worst human being alive.
Who is?
His wife.
Oh, Lady. Oh, yeah, Jane. Yeah.
She is. She's like, when you see her in the scenes, they've set her up to be like, oh, I understand why you married her. She's very, very pretty.
Yeah.
But she is a monster.
Yeah, she's horrid.
She has his money for literally 30 seconds, leaves the country, and then takes it all from him.
Yeah.
Oh, I got
Some like whippersnapper horse guards guy.
Yeah, I was so angry watching that episode. I was like, I hate her.
She's worse in the books.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of the characters are worse in the books.
She's pure evil.
To be honest, Sharp's a bit of a dick in the books as well.
Yeah?
I think it's Sharp's Trafalgar, he just murders someone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm at this conversation.
You should.
I've never watched that.
I read the first Flashman book as well. Not. I've read it before, not on this week off, but that's basically Sharp, but like R-rated. Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't got no reference for this at all. I'm not watching the Sharp ever.
But also, what I did learn
we're still
watching
friends,
it.
though, right?
Yeah, we're still friends for now.
So,
But there's homework.
So I've read every single Gaunt's Ghost book, modelled by yourself today, and then obviously never watched Sharp until last week. And I was like, this is just ghosts with muskets.
Yeah.
And every time I was watching, I was like, that's that character. That's that character. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was great. So people, we don't need a Warhammer series anymore.
No,
Just
we've
watch Sharp.
got Sharp. That's it.
Well, good, because Amazon's taking their sweet fucking time anyway. So.
Yeah.
So we get like one fucking animation, don't we?
One episode.
Yeah.
Although it looks good.
I'm sure it does. That is like such a lame sort of like testing the water to see if it works, isn't it? Yeah. Well,
From that
I'm
company,
sure,
they're
fingers
doing
crossed.
they're doing like 10 episodes of different video games, aren't they? I can't remember what they're called.
Love, Sex and Robots.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Great TV series.
But they-
Love sex. Actually, it's not Love, Death and Robots.
But if you watch the cartoon series, it is Love, Sex. and
If you're
Robots.
unaware, chat, for the last week, Joe's been off of COVID and his COVID brain is very back in force, and I'm here for it. There's been so many tongue slips over the course of the last 2 hours. It's great.
Oh yeah.
It's great. He was whinging earlier about what Games Workshop were doing about Call of Duty in the shop. You missed that slip.
What was that?
There's Call of
did I
Duty
say?
is a video game, obviously. They had a version of that video game called DMZ, which we used to play quite a lot, and they cancelled it. And he said it's a fucking stupid decision by Games Workshop, and I just chuckled because I know what his COVID brain's like. So
It's because I complain about
Just let it go.
Activision and Games Workshop regularly.
Fair, yeah.
So I just became the same.
But I'm here for these little slips now. There'll be some gems later, I reckon. Anyway, thank you so much, Prentice, for that. Cryokinesi became a Skull Tier member, then upgraded to Jarl, pretty much straight away. What a legend.
Wow.
Dr. Deanbag also became a Jarl. If you are a Jarl Tier member at the moment, there is a giveaway live in Discord, which will be drawn on the last day of the month. So if you are already a Skull Tier, you can upgrade for just £4. The giveaway is then free in Discord once you become that tier, and it's free every month once you become that tier. Click a button, enters you automatically. If you are the randomly selected winner, you get to pick a combat patrol or spearhead box of your choosing, and we get it shipped to your house.
Wow.
So just a £4 upgrade. If you've already been gifted a member, you got like a £4 upgrade. There you go, giveaway done.
Smart.
Smart.
Just
Stick
listen to
Monkey.
this guy taking all your ideas.
Thank you for the pink one, the big 50, a peach, a ripe old peach. Are you upset as I am that the Warcry warbands have been removed from Slaves to Darkness in the new Age of Sigmar?
Yes, because I'd made an army out of all my Warcry warbands to use as a Slave to Darkness army, and now there's no longer a thing.
There was another person.
Like, hey, I've got
There was a
Slave to
person I was talking to at PeachCon who was with Scriver. I forgot the guy's name. How very rude of me. And
was a lot of
he
names.
was in the same boat.
Yeah.
Right, so he's like, I had all these war browns. I then bought the Dark Oath army block because I was like, that's literally the icing on the cake that finishes my army. And then they went, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Take a little-
I was planning on getting the Dark Oath box set.
You should still.
I still would, because they're just cool barbarians. I mean, one of the warbands I got tonight is the Dark Oath Savages, which are pretty much the same vibe. They're just cool looking Conan barbarians, right?
Yeah, they're like Chaos Vikings. I
Yeah,
love
they
them.
just look so good. They're like proper how Marauders should look, right?
Yes.
And that was the plan, was to add these cool themed, because like in the old books, when you read like the old Realms of Chaos book and like the old Warhammer rule books and stuff, they talk about the different tribes and all. There'll be like tribes that worship the Raven, and they're probably more Nurgle orientated. You got the Corvus Cabal, they're all like little bird people, and you got like all sorts of ones that like skin themselves, which kind of like fit with the flayed ones. I forgot what they're called. No, Untamed. Fucking, there's so many different names now. Unmade. This is the Untamed. I'm merging them together. But I've probably got COVID brain too now. I don't know. I'm getting it off you. Maybe.
Yeah. He emanates stupid, and you kind of catch it when you're near him.
Bless, no, he didn't. But yeah, having like different sort of like tribes, like here's a little tribe, here's a little tribe, here's a little tribe, just looks really cool on the battlefield. And
Yeah,
then
it
you got
does.
like your big tribe, and then they're just shot in the face because
I feel like I often feel like this kind of segregation that they're doing, because it's not just AOS where this is happening as well, right? They've done it. I get mildly concerned for Kill Team and 40k, but I feel like that's probably safer because of some of the kill teams. Like, for example, Eldar's kill team is striking scorpions. I can't see them saying you can't use them in 40k. That'd be stupid. But like the heresy stuff, for example, being separated right out of 40k and no rules for it, I kind of get it from a reporting perspective. To understand how if a product's doing well, really you need to look at things like sales figures, etc.
Yeah.
And if that sales figure is skewed, but I feel like they're facing or they're looking at the wrong metric. Maybe I'm wrong here, but I feel like the metric they're looking at is Heresy doing well. I don't care if Heresy's doing well. I care if the kit's selling well. Who cares why it's selling? It's selling. That's all that really matters. That's my logic anyway. And I feel like sometimes this segregation just doesn't make sense because there'll be a ton of people that have bought a lot of Warcry warbands just to play AOS with. Because they look fucking cool. Because the models for Warcry are incredible models.
Well, there was this whole thing when I was in retail, which is like, your job was to try and sell, like, I don't know, Terminators to someone that only plays Lord of the Rings. So find a way to make that work for them. You know, so like if you only played Necromunda, you could probably sell someone Warcry warbands because every model's an Necromunda model, right? So you can find a way of making that fit. They could just be like some bunch of rat skins or whatever from Necromunda. You can stick some guns on them and stuff. So every model can kind of be used to a certain degree in like, you know, crossover between Age of Sigmar and 40k. I mean, I've certainly done it loads. So you're right. You know, it's about the kit, not about
it should be.
Is the game doing right?
Because I dread to think the amount of people out in the world that bought plastic Spartans for 40k.
I mean, you can do what you want still, can't you?
Oh, we still use Spartans as Land Raiders. Because they look cooler.
Agreed. I 100% agree with that.
They look really cooler. Heresy tanks in general, I think, just look cooler in my eyes. And Joe uses he's got Heresy Contemptors that he uses as Hellbrutes. But they're on the right base size. Fuck it, who cares? They basically represent the weapons, so you know. But I think Stick Monkey. I think it's a mistake from them. I think removing all those warbrands from Save the Darkness was a mistake, if I'm honest. But I guess that there are ways you could probably shoehorn them in as models and use them, despite not having warband rules.
I can see a way of doing it. I know when you'd get like your warband and you'd have like different characters in there because Warcry being a bit more characterful. In the rules for like Slaves to Darkness, I won't say it was clunky. It was just like, you know, this thing gives this attack, this thing does this, has this stat line. So it was a little bit more like, I guess, bookkeeping involved, but it still looked cool. And most people didn't care about that bookkeeping because they're playing games and eating stuff, having fun.
Thanks, John, anyway, for the purple one. You're a legend. Pink one even. Meg, thank you for the 10. Meg is from, by the way, Meg's from a channel called The Hobby Collab. If you've not heard of them, you should check them out.
I have heard of The Hobby Collab. I just saw it pop up there a minute ago as well. I was like,
they're lovely people. So Meg and Zach run Hobby Collab. They're lovely people. I know them. They're out in California. Check them out. What Citadel colour best describes each of your moods right now?
I would say Dawnstone grey is how I'm feeling. I'm on the drive down because I was super like. I was like,
that's all right, fine, mate. Fuck you then.
I was pretty. I was like moot green on the way down. I was like, this is gonna be great. And then it kind of went to grey when I was like stuck, and then it went a bit red, probably like Wazdecker red. For a time, but now I'm feeling pretty sort of Jacaro orange, sort of peachy. I'm a bit happier now, so.
That's quite detailed.
Yeah.
I don't know the names of half the colours.
I still do, and I don't know why. I shouldn't do. It's been like 2 years.
I guess my mood's pretty good at the moment. I think I was getting irritable for you. I fucking hate traffic.
The first time, the last time I came down, right, you said it's a kind drive. It was a kind drive. It was beautiful. Loved the journey down. Love the journey back. Today has just been a chore. I'm like, why? I mean, I've seen some lovely sights, don't get me wrong. It's been great going through like little Basingstoke villages and stuff like that, but...
It's always the way in this country though, because we had a time we wanted to start live, it was always going to be a problem. That's how it works.
Bastards.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said a rude word on your channel.
But, I mean, you've said a few.
I know, sorry.
Have you seen the channel?
Yeah.
You're fine.
I just don't want to get you demonetised. Okay.
You won't.
I'll just go beep.
We get restricted monetization, and I have to appeal every video. Every video, so when you do a live stream, I turn monetization off, right? Because I don't want when someone clicks onto a live stream to be hit with adverts, and then waiting to watch the stream, and then you get halfway through the live stream, and they get hit with an advert, and it's live, and they miss something. I hate that. I hate that as a viewer, so I don't turn ads on. As soon as the stream finishes, I turn ads on, I turn off mid-rolls, and I just leave them at the beginning at the end. Because again, I don't like ads. I know I'm probably losing out on some revenue, but realistically,
I need to turn
not a
mine
lot.
off for Sharp actually, because they're kind of like getting in the way of the battle report.
Yeah, I'm probably losing out on some money, but I'm not losing out on loads. And what happens at the moment is I finish a stream, I turn on monetization, and the little dollar sign goes green in YouTube, and then within about 10 minutes, it goes orange.
Oh.
It's so limited or restricted ads on your video, and I have to appeal every single one. And I've raised it with my partner manager, and she's like, so I appeal it, and then 9 times out of 10 they come back and they say, yep, this video is now suitable for all advertisers. It goes green again. I'm like, sweet, thanks. Because that means basically means we make more money off of adverts.
Yeah.
And then often, I say often, sometimes it comes out, you're like, no, it's going to stay restricted. And I'm like, why? And because there's a C-bomb in there somewhere.
Okay.
So you've got to be pretty extreme, I think, to get to the amber one. It doesn't turn it off, so it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, it's good.
We don't lose out on all the super chats and stuff, so who cares? I haven't got a colour.
You haven't got a colour?
I haven't got a colour right now.
What's
a happy colour?
Oh, I'd say Uriel yellow. Iriel yellow.
I love a yellow, actually.
Yeah, Iriel yellow's pretty nice.
I need to learn how to paint yellow properly, though.
Just spray it yellow, you're done. That's how I do it. just one colour.
Fair enough, thanks, Meg. Anyway, Brian, thank you for the 5. What would Peachy's walk-up music be as he approaches the tabletop? Millions of peaches for free.
Yeah, it's been sung to me quite a few times of late, so yeah, I'm going to go with that.
That's your walk-up music?
Yeah, I reckon so.
What would your walk-up music be, Jay? Not just a man with a trombone.
I don't know. I feel like I want to have like some kind of like early 2000s grunge music.
Would you?
Yeah.
I want like an old
Limp Bizkit.
I want like an old creepy nursery rhyme.
Oh, nice.
Ring a roses.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Yeah, really like a really creepy back tone to it.
Like the Undertaker.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Like
That's
church
terrifying.
bells.
Like the Undertaker before he had fucking Rollin' by Limp Bizkit. Oh.
Well, when he was All American Hero.
When he came on his motorbike all the time.
I miss old wrestling. That was great.
Oh yeah.
That was so good.
Legion of Doom for some reason were my favourite because it's just like chaos.
It was
Warriors.
peak him riding a fucking giant Harley Davidson like 20 feet down to the ring, and that was it. Like, I don't know why you did that. I think it was irrelevant.
Can you not
just
walk
to, just to park it up. Like, it wasn't that far, was it? If you're gonna get tired walking down that ramp, you probably shouldn't get in the ring. It's a health concern at that point. Thanks, Brian. Jill, thank you for the 10. What are we saying to a great hall gathering of peaches? PeachCon looks like it was a fun event. We could do a joint event one day.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, next year when I do another one, I want more folks to come down and join in and do some cool stuff and whatever. See more than one.
I'll say this live on air now, but you can shout and get me to do more for you as well. You've now come down to the studio twice.
Yeah.
I haven't done anything for you yet.
Well, it's because I don't like asking because I also don't know what I want. Because I'm rubbish.
That's fine.
I mean, like PeachCon was more of initially it started off as like, I'll just get a bit of a gathering, put on some food, some patrons can come down, have a bit of a chin waggle. Then it turned into more patrons and more. Then I was like, oh God, I need to get a bigger venue. Shit, and then I just start getting people to come in and start running some games because I can't run them all.
Yeah.
I need some food, I need to get some caterers. In the end, I just like got loads of food and Mrs. Peach kind of looked after that and did the drinks and stuff and got some friends involved. But yeah, next year that'll be bigger, I think.
Could you take Liam to like a reenactment?
I could do that, that'd be fun, wouldn't
Medieval
it?
reenactment. So just beat each other up.
I'd be well into that.
Yeah.
There's a Ravenforge where we got the deer skins from. They do another deer skin which is an over the shoulder one with like a buckle. I'm looking for an excuse to buy one.
What excuse do you need other than to just wear it?
Yeah, but I have a wife. They're like £140.
Just say, do you know who Peyton Parrish is? I look like him. I need to dress like him.
I don't know who that is.
Oh my God, you need to check him out.
What you used to
just
do is
like
get one of those like big like barbarian belly bands.
Yeah, he sings Viking songs.
Yeah.
Does he?
Really good Viking songs.
Okay.
And does covers of like Frozen, which makes it sound like death metal. It's great.
Remind me afterwards and I'll find it on Apple Music and
Yeah,
save
it's
that
you.
one.
Just looks like you.
I'm here for it. Cool. But yeah, we could like someone said in Thanes earlier, like, tell me there's more Liam and Peachy collaborations. I'm not going to say yes.
Yes.
I'd like to.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yes.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. Whatever you want to do. Well, even if we can't film it. Jill, thank you for the tip. What are we saying? Oh, we've just read that one out. Then we got the upgrade. Hobby Collab says top 3 fruits. And I don't know if this is still Meg or if this is Zach, or if this is both of them. But it says top 3 fruits, go.
For me,
Yeah.
apple, banana,
Solid.
orange.
All the, that's quite middle of the road there.
I like them.
Strawberries.
I mean, I like peaches, obviously, but if you stick a gun to my head, I like an orange, I like a banana, I like an apple.
A peach though can be a bad peach, can't it? If it's not ripe or
when they
too
bruise,
ripe.
they look gopping. I mean, really bad. It's just like, it's just like leaking. It's just all brown. It's like,
Yeah.
Good.
Strawberry's my top fruit by far. I
strawberries
can
are good.
fucking strawberry everything. I like a blueberry as well. I just like berries. I'm a big berry person, but I think a decent apple in third place is definitely there.
I like our middle of the road. It's just like potassium and like.
Oh, actually, no. I like a kiwi as well. I love a fucking kiwi.
Or in a yogurt.
Oh.
In a natural yogurt, a bit of kiwi. Oh,
With a little sprinkling of honey on it. Oh, what are you about?
Is that?
I can't stand kiwi. It's like
Joe doesn't. If you look at the shape of Joe, he doesn't like fruit.
No, I love. I love a crunchy grape. That's my favourite. Right? One that's like the size of like a 2p, like one of those like just real crunchy. When we had the game, when we were doing the gaming channel, one of my favourite pastimes was basically to really annoy Liam, and when Kyle was in, send him into fits of rage, because they hate the sound of eating.
Nice.
Like down a microphone. So I'd go to like Tesco's or Lidl and find the crunchiest grapes I could find, so I could eat them loudly down the microphone. But I love when I first started.
He's not lying.
I used to get when I first started dating my missus. I used to get texts from her after I'd like gone home, and she's like, "You've left like the grape tree like just on the sofa." Just eat grapes all the time.
Oh yeah, like the thing that's
like a fucking Greek god.
Yeah,
I call it a grape skeleton.
Did you get your child to feed them to you?
No.
Led on the sofa. Just a towel draped across.
I just live like.
Oh God, that sounds wrong.
I like to live like hedonistic bot from Futurama,
Do you?
the gold one that's like built into a chaise lounge.
A crunchy grape. I fucking hate that description. When you hear the words crunchy grape, you instantly know the sound of someone eating a grape.
Yeah. It's like that bit...
Which isn't a problem when you're there and I'm here, but when I've got my headset on and you're doing it down your microphone, I wanted to drive to Shaftesbury and slap you.
Is it like that scene out of Lord of the Rings where he's eating those tomatoes really aggressively?
Yeah. Popping out.
Yeah. Is that what you say?
I can't tell if he actually at one point bites his lip so hard that he ends up bleeding on his lip.
He gets the Hobbit to sing to him.
Yeah. That's how I eat grapes.
Yeah.
I get my children to sing to me. Sorry, aggressively.
Why are kiwis so stingy?
Stingy?
Yeah.
Talking of stingy, do you like sour sweets?
Oh, I don't mind sour sweets, yeah. Especially if they turn your mouth into an asshole, then yeah, I'm fine.
Wow.
I mean, I've got a treat for you before the end of this stream. I've got a treat for you.
It's not one of those like toxic waste ones, is it?
No.
Okay.
No. Me Squadron, thank you for the gifted. Elect Man, thank you for the 20. How would you recommend getting friends into Frostgrave? I tried it once last year, but it hasn't really panned out. Also, terrain. My understanding is the best experience needs lots of it with multiple elevation levels.
I've heard that a lot. I don't think it does. And you can make a game exciting regardless of what terrain's on the board. And you know, you could have like one dais in the middle, which is like a summoning table. It's about the engagement you're having with the characters and stuff. But yes, I suppose the more terrain you've got, the more you can hide, the more you can run and dive and like do elbow drops off like sides of buildings and stuff. That's fun. The best way to get people into the hobby or a game, I've found, and it's a bit of work on your part, is you need to build both forces and have everything supplied, and then just go, come along. Or if they're big fans of Warhammer, go, what are your favourite models in Warhammer? Pick 8, bring them along. And then, like, if they bring like a wizard and like some warriors and stuff like that, just help them out, pick them, and like that's your wizard, that's your apprentice, and then they're your soldiers, and then just play a game and then not tell them what the rules are until like it's halfway through.
Yeah,
because they're having fun.
My mate said that to me a few times with different game systems. Like brings 2 forces and all the rules, and says we're going to play some. What was the old? Not Battlefleet Gothic, but there was another company that did. They went bust.
Dropfleet?
No. It wasn't Dropfleet. Fuck, this is going to really annoy me now. Dendrenzi were one of the factions. I remember that much. I like the Dendrenzi. It was like Battlefleet Gothic anyway.
Yeah.
And they went bust, unfortunately, so the game's not being made anymore, but he bought that. He bought 2 fleets, plus all the stuff to play. We played a game and I was like, I actually really like this. And I then went and bought a fleet because I enjoyed it so much.
There's no investment on your part, is it? Because I mean, I've played so many games with like my mate Steve and like with Duncan and stuff where he supplied everything, and then I've just sat and played it, and I've not had to do any hard work. I'm just like, actually, I quite like this. Or, it's not for me, but we've got stuff. So if you want to play the game again, we'll play the game again. But I'm not going to waste my time buying a new army because you've got one.
It was Spartan Games because of Dragons. It wasn't Fast on My Mind. That's the one. Fast on My Mind was the game. Yeah. Let's see an arsehole mouth Peachy, says Meg. Maybe. Thanks, Select Man. Stick Monkey, thank you for 20 gifted memberships. Joe, we haven't done any hopes today. Me and Paddy have been carrying the hopes.
What are the hopes?
So normally, if anyone gives 5 members or more, we hope them something.
Oh.
To say thank you.
Yeah.
Right? And Joe started this a long time ago, and I don't think he expected us to stick with it for the last 3 months.
It got to the point where I was regretting it for a long time.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, I hope that when you go to McDonald's, the milkshake machine is on.
All right. I'd go with I hope you don't die.
Yeah, I hope you don't. I hope you don't end up with a perforated anus. You know.
Yeah.
Just like, just things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it'd be like a watering can, won't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to start it again because I forgot about these because I was excited because this man said we should.
Yeah, I hope you don't get the adult version of nappy rash.
Which is panty rash.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Maybe. Or tenor rash.
Amazing. Crumpets Panda, thank you for the 5. Hey, Peachy, top 3 Greg's orders. Also, thank you for being a legend in the community. You and Liam are hobby goals. Oh, thanks, man. Top 3 Greg's orders.
Standard sausage roll.
Yeah, 100% first place.
I do like their bean and sausage bake.
Oh, okay.
Quite nice. I think it's got cheese in it as well. And I really like their, I know it sounds really lame, but sometimes when I go to pick up like the hire car and I walk past Pride Park, they've got a Greg's just by Derby County's football stadium, and I just get a bacon sausage cob with a cup of tea. They're really nice.
That's a roll for the rest of us.
Yeah, a roll, a cob.
A cob is what corn comes on.
A cob. But if you go in there, right, and ask for a sausage roll, they also do sausage rolls. So you have to be very specific, like, can I have a sausage bap or a sausage cob?
Yeah.
Because on the screen they're called sausage rolls, and then you've got sausage rolls. And it's just, that's very
You just got to do the pause in between.
Yeah. Sausage.
I like a Greg's steak bake, but only if when you bite it, it's like you've bitten into lava.
Yes.
That's when they're good.
Yeah.
If they're like a little bit lukewarm, you're like, oh, I don't like it anymore.
Yeah.
It's got to be lava. Like it's got to burn your taste buds off so that you can enjoy it.
Ooh, I do like their little orange ice cream donuts as well that they do.
I've not had those.
I have a weird experience with one, but
Here's a Greg's base question for you. How do you eat like those like ice slices where it's like pastry, cream, pastry.
Oh, those
icing.
horrible things. Yeah.
How do you eat one of those without it?
I break it in half and I just eat one half.
Really?
Because when you try and eat it, it just all squirts out the side. It's like because the biscuity stuff is so dense.
Yeah.
That it just squashes the cream and it just comes out the side.
Yeah.
So I just break it like a bourbon biscuit. Well, I just snap it in half and then just eat one half. So I take the top layer off, eat that. That's a bit of jammy.
Yeah.
Bottom layer, a bit creamy.
It's like deconstructing.
It is. It's the only way to eat them. Otherwise, you just get it all over your fingers.
Well, my missus and my youngest deconstruct everything they eat.
Yeah.
So you give them a burger, she'll take the top. Like she eats a Big Mac layer by layer. Eats the bun.
Have you ever tested? like, because she's like psychotic. Like.
No, no, Joe. I'm too afraid. I'm far too afraid.
That's not someone that's right in.
They also deconstruct pizza. So they'll eat the toppings off first, then they'll take off the cheese bit, and then and then it was just a bread base, and they eat that.
That's grounds for divorce. That is.
I honestly feel like I've got the better deal.
But
you've seen what it's like in my house. I'm scatty, and I don't do anything, and Luce follows me around.
If someone deconstructs their pizza in front of me, I don't know if I'd be friends with them anymore. But in terms of how well she looks after you, I think that
she makes
that's
my
what
food.
You got put up with,
makes my food 6 days a week, cleans the house every. I'm a fucking nightmare to live with. Luce has got the harder deal. I've got to watch her take a burger apart. Yeah. She's got to follow me around.
Yeah,
like fucking Consuela.
Yeah.
No. Does it mean like with flat pack furniture, she can disassemble that quite easily as well? When you
God, no! Don't let her do DIY.
Oh, okay, right,
Never let them do DIY. Never give them tools.
See, my wife is great at DIY.
We've already discussed the fact that she might be psychotic. You don't give them tools, especially power tools. Jesus.
My favourite thing that Luce has ever done, Peachy, is there's like a 3-week period where she was really into barometers.
It was like 3 weeks as well.
And then one randomly broke, and it was like in the Family Guy where he's got the bat and ball on a string, and it hits him in the face. Like, I'm done with this now. And
What?
There is still a barometer hanging in my office, and it's next to me, not next to her.
What was it about the barometers that she really liked then?
I don't know.
Okay.
Well,
it's
for like it helps you see what's happening with the weather, or you just look at your app.
It's all lies.
Yeah. Do you know the best barometer for the weather? The window. Yeah. It's raining. There you go. Done. I need a barometer for that. It's raining. Job's a good one.
Smart.
Thanks, Crumpets Panda. Evan, thank you for the gifted. We are on like 80, 50, 60, 70, 80, well, 85 now, 84, 85. What does it say, Joe? Gifted membership, what does it say?
77.
No, that's wrong. It's 2 more. It's 5 more than that because there's 5 before we started.
So that would be 82.
82.
Yeah.
Thank you, people. Hobby Collab, thank you for the 5. Top 3 hobby channels featuring a strong female lead.
Hobby channels featuring a strong female lead.
Obviously, number 1's got to be
Rogue Hobbies.
Yeah, Louise. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And then you got, I guess, Broadsword Wargaming with Ollie and Kira.
Yeah.
And then...
this is backfiring somewhat, Hobby Collab.
What way? Because it's got a dude in it.
Well, they have a strong female lead in Hobby Collab. Say Hobby Collab.
Oh, Hobby Collab. Those guys in the States. Those ones.
Save that one. Good. Okay, no one knows. Matt Lee, welcome to Yalta. Ram o'clock. Peachy, what's the worst setting you can think of for a miniatures game? Caveat, you have to play it.
Stacking boxes in a warehouse using forklift trucks. That sounds fucking dull.
It does. But I also used to drive a forklift truck, and that can be quite fun.
I'm sure that part of it's fine if you're fighting against zombies, but if you're just having to stack up boxes, and then the foreman walks around every now and again, and you have to like hide from the
Stacking
foreman.
boxes can be very satisfying. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right then, maybe not that then.
Yeah.
I know the Church Fate diorama skirmish game.
Stacking shelves, however, in a supermarket.
I didn't mind that.
No, because when I was at college years and years ago, when I was at college, I used to work in like a little convenience store. It wasn't a big supermarket, a little convenience store. I used to shout at people. I used to get so angry because I stack the shelf and make it all look nice and neat, and then you go back to your little trolley where you've got your stuff, and you go back and someone's taken one off the shelf. They're like, you motherfucker!
But then that's an opportunity to like just realign them a little bit more.
It used to make me angry. Don't mention the war. I think I did. But go over. Yeah, we did it. We got to the end of the questions. Yay!
Is that it?
50 minutes to go.
Can go.
Please don't.
Okay.
I mean, you might have to the journey length to get back in time to drop the hire car off.
As long as I can return my car at 9 o'clock in the morning, that's all I care about. So I'll just sleep in the car for an hour.
Is that what it? Well, we'll see what time we can get you away. Hang on.
Oh, that'll be fine. Don't worry about that. Got loads of time. Got all the time in the world, Liam. I don't know where he's gone. He's just gone. Oh, what's this? What's he got in here?
I have some evil people.
Oh, right. Is this the weird
I have some evil
making
people.
sweets?
What do we do, team? If you watch Friday, do we just go straight in at the last one? I can't give you all.
Is this like Hot Wings?
So I can't give you all 4.
Okay.
Because my mouth was damaged for 3 days.
Okay.
Straight up pain on the inside of my cheeks for 3 days.
Yeah.
So I can't. I'm not going to give you all of them. Do you like sour sweets, Jay?
I'm partial to a Tangfastic.
Oh yeah.
So that's a yes. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So this is
I thought it came in a nondescript white envelope.
So the flavours, right, that we got sent. This is from Mr. the Sam Runnicles in YouTube. Mr. the Rambo is using Discord, right? I have to fold it over to hide addresses, obviously.
Smart.
So there's 4 flavours here, right? Bubonic berry, okay.
Sounds terrifying.
Sims super sour cherry.
Sounds good.
Yellow fever.
Sounds terrible.
And Black Death ultra sour exclusive.
That sounds awful.
So which one out of those do you think would be the worst?
The Black Death one.
Yeah, that was also my logic. So we won't worry about the Black Death, okay?
It's got the word death in it.
They voted for yellow fever, however.
Okay.
Are you up for this challenge?
I'm aware of what yellow fever is, so let's give it a go. Will I contract yellow fever from eating
No,
this?
I mean it's an experience.
Okay.
So we have
the cherry one sounded great.
We have the cherry one, right? So I read these out and I said to chat, I said if we hit 100 members, if we hit 50, I'll go for one colour. If we hit 50, I'll go for the Black Death, right? And Luce was like, "Don't be a pussy, just have one." I was like, "All right, you." And I read the flavours out. And she said, "Sorry, which one's the tamest one?" I was like, the slightly sour cherry. It said super sour on it. And they'd all heard me say super sour, but she obviously doesn't fucking listen because she's a woman, right? So I said the slightly sour cherry. She's like, "Yeah, I'll have one of those." So I got one out and handed it to her, and oh my fuck it, I was laughing on stream for like 10 to 15 minutes.
Because I misheard too.
Because she put it in her mouth and spat it straight out again. She went, "You fucker!" That was it. Looked like she was uncomfortable for a while, right? So here's our super sour cherry.
Okay.
Right.
They actually glow.
Ooh. Hello?
Yeah. Is it working now?
Yeah. Rodecaster Pro desktop audio.
Yeah. It's because I put the sweets on this and it broke it.
Okay.
This is my little switcher because normally we don't have a person on the deck. Right. Anyway, Black Death is actually black.
Okay, that makes sense. I'll be disturbed if it wasn't.
And the ones I was most excited for was these ones.
The Yellow Fever.
Yellow Fever. Because I like lemon flavoured stuff.
I like
lemon, sour.
Lemon sherbet.
Beautiful, right?
Lemon sherbet.
We're not muted now though, right? We're good now. We're back. Good, okay. I'm not going to put my fingers on this.
Okay. Are you having one?
You don't have any health conditions, do you?
No.
Good. These all have stickers saying, warning, not suitable for anyone under 8 years of age.
Okay.
They come with warnings.
Oh my God.
It smells good. Can I stick it in my eyeball and rub it in my eyes? Would that help?
Please don't.
Oh my God, already. It's hitting me. Fucking hell. I've got saliva coming off my tongue just as it touches it. Jesus Christ.
This was my experience.
That is not a sweet.
No. It
Oh
hurt.
my God.
My eyes watered.
It's just finding all the saliva in my body and pulling it out of my tongue. Fuck me.
Joe, did you want one? Should we save it for camera later?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
really build it up.
No, I'm not having one. Not after Friday. I had all 4 in one night though.
Why would you do that? This is making me cry.
I did. My eyes watered.
Peter, is that bad? Oh no.
Biting it is. I feel like it's a way through it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's safe if you bite.
So is this the tamest of the lot?
No, that's the worst.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think that's the worst.
No, okay, that's fine then.
Yeah, but I had the worst after I'd had all the other 3. But there are people out there who have said that they're the worst. So maybe my tolerance was just gone by the time I had the yellow one.
Try some later on live.
Yeah? There you go. You can get Black Death later if you want. Kill Peachy on the stream. Sam sent them to me because I heard you like sour stuff. I was like, I do like sour stuff, but this isn't nice sour stuff. This is stuff to just make your face hurt.
Once you get rid of that coating, it's fine.
Yeah, the coating's the worst
The
part.
coating just draws all the liquid out of your body.
Yeah. Once you get rid of it, some of them actually taste okay. The cherry one tastes quite nice.
I feel quite dehydrated now.
Well, it's all right, because we're going to take you out for some dinner. I don't know whether to go to Wagamama's or TGI Fridays. You got a preference?
No.
Where did we go last time? Did we eat in here last time?
I think so. Yeah,
Because we did a 3.5 hour recording.
You said I'm just going to go and get some burgers, and you just put this massive lump of like spunk in front of me.
I think-
Oh, we had Five Guys.
Yeah. Five
Well, I
Guys
thought we went
mayonnaise.
to TGI. I swear we went out for a meal.
No, it was here.
No, we
We had
had
burgers there.
Yeah, we ate in here because we were going to go out, but then we ended up spending 4 hours recording.
Yeah.
Because it was
Sorry about
a long old saga. And we had to get ready for the evening where we had to work out what the fuck we were going to do with his army because it was 40k, do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm an idiot. And my army is like, just every time I built an army, it's been retconned and can't use it.
I mean, the Imperial Agents Codex is RPG.
Yeah, I actually said to Liam on stream that actually your army is actually viable now because of the Imperial Agents book.
Yeah.
Amazing, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, more viable.
Yeah.
But
You
it
can't
was
have the
before.
Space Marines in it unless you pretend that they're Death Watch.
Do what I want.
Yeah. I'm the captain now.
Yeah. Anywho, so we're going to do that this evening at 7:30. No, we're not going to do that this evening at 7:30. We're going to do Warcry this evening at 7:30. And then we'll have some sour sweets for Joe as well. I was worried about you because of the COVID.
Yeah.
Because
I've got long COVID. I would say I don't have COVID. I got long COVID.
This will get rid of
That's
COVID.
like
I was
fun
worried
COVID,
about
yeah?
you coughing, basically. I didn't want to
Yeah.
set you off on a coughing fit with your hernia as well, because
All the COVID
yeah.
in your body
Yeah.
and all the juices in your flesh.
if Joe was a
just get
domestic
sucked out.
pet, you would have had him put down by now.
Honestly, I had COVID 2 years
Does it
ago,
put on the
and I
phone?
vowed like I'm not going to be sick ever again. Right? And
You
I
vowed?
I made a vow. I knelt down to the cross. Right? I had my tabard on. I was like, I refuse to be ill again because it sucks. I was ill for like 2 Christmases straight. I went good solid 2 years, and then I feel like I pushed it to the point where my body was like, no more. We're done now. You are going to fall apart. So COVID coughing and a hernia at the same time. I feel like I've got a chest burster inside me. Yeah, that's fun.
From Aliens.
My body, I don't understand how I'm still going.
Was it gaffer taped together?
Pretty much. Yeah. You know that scene in what's that old male stripper film from the early days?
Monty Python? No,
No.
Monty, no.
Full Monty.
There you go.
Yeah, it's Full Monty where he's in his, when he's in his shed wrapping
There is in some of it, though.
where he's like,
How would you like to die?
he's wrapping the cellophane around his stomach. That's,
Yeah.
that's me.
Joe says he's got long COVID, but all it is he can't be bothered with normal mental effort he usually puts in. Well, that's not high.
Oh, Ginger Steve.
Yeah.
He's the. We still need to sort out your computer,
You
don't we?
teach me how to paint eyeballs.
Apparently, yeah, you need teaching.
Yeah. I can't paint eyes.
Okay.
Because I was like, you can just paint skin, and because of the cities and the City Sigma stuff, I feel like I've got okay at painting skin now.
Yeah.
But now it's eyes. If you've got eyes, they're glowing blue.
Right, Joe, we got 6 minutes and 18 members to go. Just for Peachy, who did a yellow fever.
It was all right, actually. I quite liked it in the end. It was
The
just
first 10
4
seconds is shit, right? It's horrible.
That's a
And then it's
chore.
like, oh, okay, it's all right.
Yeah. I kind of warmed into it.
The first 10 seconds I had tears streaming down my face.
I just felt like so much liquid come out my tongue. I didn't know my tongue could have that much liquid in it.
Nicholas says, what war bands are we going to see tonight? What did you bring?
I brought a selection. I've got Dark Oath Savages, which I like to use, but you can use those. They're just like rippling torso barbarians.
Yeah.
I've got the Gladiator ones, which are called the Spire Tyrants, which are quite nice. There's the Chaos Legionnaires, which are quite heavily. There's kind of slightly less of them. And another favourite of mine, which is the Splintered Fang.
Oh, they're cool.
They're quite cool. The only downside to the Splintered Fang, don't know whatever happened to it, but you do have a base of snakes. Can't fucking find the base of snakes, so you'll have to minus the snakes.
I've got the Corvus Cabal, but I've not painted 2 of the models.
Yeah.
We can't use them then, Joe, can we?
Can't use them.
Stick Monkey, thank you for the 5 gifted. You're a legend.
If you got them, we just have 2 models less each. That's all.
If Games Workshop was going to expand one of the Warcry Rangers into a full army, which one would you want?
Ooh.
That's a good question, Joe.
That is a very good question. Yeah. I would like to see either. I quite like the Splintered Fang because they've got kind of like a Greeky kind of vibe.
They're the Greek kind, like green snake gladiatorial people.
That's the one. I went pink with mine because I thought they looked quite Slaneshi as well. It'll either be them or I do quite like the. Although they're probably no longer available now, is the Horns of Ashut. Because they've got like the weird cow helmets and like weird sort of like, I don't know what you want to call it, like it's like scale mail, but like big blocks of metal. They're quite cool as well. They're quite a lot of cool warbands to be fair.
My favourite is the Corvus. But like I keep seeing, like I've used them in my Death as Vampires. Because I really like that. But like I've noticed that a lot of the City Sigmar stuff is starting to get very crow based as well. They're bringing in lots of like crow head.
I'm here for that though. I think that's cool. I like that aesthetic.
And I changed my mind on one.
Yeah.
I'd actually suggest the Signs of the Flame, but as a goodie faction from the Realm of Fire, because they look, although they are chaosy, they do look like they could be like a barbarian good tribe.
I started listening to the Talia Vedra Lioness of the Parch book on the way here, and they've got like a bunch of barbarians helping them at the start of the book. It's never been in any of the books before, but they've all got kilts and broadswords and giant axes.
Nice.
And I was like, I want Highlanders in AOS.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I need more of them. I do like that. No Cainite Shadowstalkers. Do have them. They're just more clothed than I like for my Daughters of Cain. It's got more clothes on them for shadows.
Stick Monkey, thank you for 5 gifted. Morty Hammer, thank you for 5 gifted. Demogorgon, thank you for 5 gifted. That's 15 of the 18 done. 3 to go, Joe. It should now say that it's on 92, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, which is actually 97 because of the 5 that happened before. Thanks, team. Mark says, thanks for the 10. Logged on after work to see Peachy putting some concerning facial expressions. What have you done to him? I gave him yellow fever.
Yeah, he did. I don't think I've recovered.
No.
I do feel like my pores have been cleansed.
I feel like you took it better than I did on Friday. I don't know if it's because I had the other 3, but on Friday I took it like a bitch. It was.
I need to watch that.
I didn't have fun. But it's worth watching it for the first 15 minutes to hear me get one in Luce's mouth.
I hope no one comes in on the stream at that moment.
Yeah, he had some yellow fever. Thank you very much, team. You're amazing. Right, we're going to disappear now because I want to actually take you out for some food. Because when I came up, when you were on your other phase, you took me out for a nice pub meal, and then I promised to do the same back here, and all we did was bring you a Five Guys lukewarm burger. And
I enjoyed the Five Guys. It's just the mayonnaise freaked me out because, you know, when it says Five Guys mayonnaise...
there's a lot of it as well.
I think it's something
Thirsty Conjurer, thank you for 5 gifted, you fucking legend. We're going to go out for some food. You can pick out of like 2 or 3 places. We're not going to Texas, whatever it's called again, Joe. What was that one we went to last time?
You what?
The one we went to last time. The one...
We went to Five Guys.
No, the one you and I went to last time when you were alive still.
The one when
Red Dog.
Red
Red
Dog
Dog
was great, but you have to remortgage your house for that.
Yeah. 2 people, right? We had a main course with a side each and a drink of cola each, and it was 80 quid.
Fucking hell.
2 people.
I've been to Red Dog in Nottingham 3 times, and every time I hated it. I only went because the group was going.
Yeah.
And every burger I had there, it was terrible. And Liam led me into Red Dog here in Southampton. And I was like, oh.
I'd never been, so...
He'd never been. I was like, I'll take one for the team. I ordered something different. Best thing I've ever eaten in my life.
Oh, amazing.
Maybe
it's
and then the bill
maybe it's
came.
Nottingham, yeah.
Yeah, maybe they just eat rats.
Yeah.
And it's just like they just find rats around and just turn them into burgers. That's probably what you ate.
Last time I was in Nottingham for Rob's Old World event a couple of weeks ago, just all I could hear was just police cars. The entire
Yeah, you get a
time I
lot of
was
that.
there.
Yeah. It's called Shottingham for a reason.
Yeah, so it was good food in Red Dog, to be fair, until the bill came out.
Yeah.
And then the other week, when Kyle came and did the whole day streaming with us, I was like, to say thank you, because you've come and done a whole day streaming one of your days off, I'll take you into town. Where do you want to eat? And he went, I want to eat at Red Dog. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. We didn't make that much money, Kyle. But I did, and did you know they do like single, double, large, or like extra large or whatever as their burger sizes? You don't need anything, you don't need those last 3, you just need the first one. They're fucking huge.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We both ordered a double. I was like, I'm not feeling that hungry. I'll just have a double. I won't have them. And it's 2. I had a double Philly cheesesteak. Right, it's 2 burger patties that are fucking massive, and then it's covered in steak and cheese. And I was like, come on, it's fucking. I was like, how do I eat this? I don't know how I eat it.
That's amazing.
That was also quite an expensive
Yeah,
one.
worth the cost. I find chippies, if you get like at least the one where I live, like if you get a large fish and a large chips, that's enough to feed a family.
100%.
It's mad.
Absolutely.
It's like crazy mad.
Crumpets, fan of the fight. Peachy, what Blood Bowl factions are you interested in, and what aesthetic do you think is really missing from war games at the moment? I'd love some more Celts.
So, yeah, Celts are good. It's a good shout for Celts. I don't really play Blood Bowl. I've not played it for a long time. There's whole like threads on that on different like chat shows and stuff. But I do like the models. I think the models are mega, and I use those for Warcry and Necromunda because they're great resource for just kit bashing cool warriors and stuff. And the other reason for kit bashing them is you get loads of open hands. And like fist hands, which are really hard to get when you're doing kit bashing. So like using Blood Bowl kits for like other stuff, swapping out the hands for like closed hands with like blades, then frees you up. So if you like want to do like a guy with a gun and he's like slapping a mag in, you've got like a whole group of like hands that are open up and stuff like that. So it's good for that. Excuse me. What was the other question? Sorry.
What aesthetic do you think is missing from war games? I'd love some more Celts. You said.
You know what? I think everything's pretty much covered. You just got to hunt for it. I think there should be more James Bond related stuff.
Oh,
I think we need more James Bond and more Sharp. I think we need that.
Do you know what we need, right? And this is no dig at Warlord Games, but what we need is a really good range of World War II miniatures. Like, because everywhere I look at the moment, because Bolt Action 3 is coming out, I look at the Warlord stuff and they're a bit gumpy. They've got big heads, big hands, small bodies. And then everyone else just does like really, really like skinny, tiny people. I've seen a lot of really nice 3D printed stuff, but getting hold of good 3D printed stuff is a nightmare. What I've said for a while is I want Games Workshop to release World War II models.
Yeah.
Because like, apart from some of the stuff that's come out recently, Games Workshop do make the best models.
They do make great models. Sometimes they make. I've had this conversation a few times. That we've talked about like they put too much detail on models.
Yeah.
I think to the point where it becomes busy.
Yeah.
And it doesn't become like a cool sort of detailed model anymore. But like you're right. Like take the Cadians for instance.
Yeah.
Take that vibe and then make them into Germans, US paratroopers and stuff like that.
Yeah, it'd be incredible. I really like Games Workshop terrain, but I also think a lot of Games Workshop terrain is too busy.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't need
too many skulls.
Or massive fans.
You love the
massive fans on every piece of wall. And I'm like, why?
Yeah, especially when you're building a building, it's like, I'm sure that's way too much aircon in one building.
Yeah.
Maybe
we don't know how hot it is on that planet.
You're right, actually.
Yeah.
I'm making assumptions here, I don't even know. I mean, if it's more
they're on Mars.
Yeah. It's on
There'll
Mars.
be dust everywhere.
Yeah.
They're on Mars.
They're just blowing the dust in.
Right, anyway, we're going to go get some food now. We're going to go feed this beautiful human being. When we come back, we'll be back live at 7:30, and you'll be watching us set up and learning Warcry. I'll be on the deck. Joe will be up front. I'm prepared to swap. If you start to struggle, I'm prepared to swap because he's been off for a while, but he really wanted to come in today. I even had Kyle on standby in case you were like, I can't do it.
He was like, we have to have a back-to-work phone call. I'm like, nah.
We should have done a return to work.
I'll be like, I'll be all right. If it's like, I was like Dolph Lundgren says, if he dies, he dies. You know.
If he dies, he dies. Nice. Well, just don't die on stream, all right?
I won't.
Thank you so much for all your incredible support.
I'll try not to.
Wonderful people. If you haven't already, make sure you hit all those magical YouTube buttons for us. You amazing human beings. Thank you for all the questions. Thank you for all the gifted memberships. We hit target.
You hit target. Good.
Target.
Nice.
Fucking love targets. And then we go again tonight. Tomorrow we're back at 8:30. If you can't make tonight, tomorrow back with 7:30 with the Warhammer show. Thursday we're back to a normal Liam and Joe show and a live game of 40k where we'll be demonstrating, showcasing the brand new Blood Angels. And then Friday there's no stream because Joe and I are off to Sheffield with Paddy actually to go to the Hellstorm All-Stars event. And we'll be picking a pub somewhere near the hotel on the Friday night and telling you where we are going to be in Discord so you can come and hang out and have a beer on the Friday evening before we play some Warhammer. I say 5 games of Warhammer. I'll probably play 3 games on Saturday, get shit-faced Saturday night, and then drop. And then lie on Sunday morning in the hotel.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's why I go to events.
Oh, Shadow Lion.
I don't go for playing games of Warhammer. I go to meet people and drink beer.
Yeah, that's best.
And then Warhammer's like the side product of something
I
that
agree with
starts
that.
all out. Spectre Miniatures is a fun modern rule set to try. Okay.
It is. Yeah. I painted some of that stuff up. Modern Warfare.
So all that extra content this week. Thank you so much for watching today. Thank you so much for sitting and answering questions.
No, thank you. I mean,
when
you
finally
can
got
put the
it.
gun away now.
Maybe
not. Maybe don't put the gun away. So we're going to Red Dog then, are we?
Stu, you fuck off. Stuart, thank you for becoming a hissy. But thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Joe, you got to say your...
Bye, have a wonderful time.